It is a brand new day, a brand new conversation with a brand new guest. Good morning. You are welcome to another episode of The Profile with me, Timothy Nana Kwame Odum Addison, the finest team. Today I have with me a very special guest from a very far but rich in Africa, Sierra Leone. He is in the person of Gabriel Ishmael Jallo. He has been through life cycles, he has been through life cycles, he has been through the rounds of life, and he has a lot to say today. So before I get to him, I will say, Mr. Gabriel Ishmael Jallo.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome to the studios of ETT Business Radio.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, thank you very much for honoring our invitation and being here.
Yeah.
Your name is quite unique, so I want to know, when we mention Gabriel, we always associate it to an angel. Are you an angel?
I think I'm carrying the attributes of an angel.
Oh.
And let me use this moment to express my profound gratitude for this media house, for giving me the opportunity to present my story to the world. And I'm not taking it for granted. I am standing all, I'm honoring all your standing orders and respect that you have offered me to tell a little part of my story to humanity.
So when we say Gabriel Ishmael Jallo, who are we referring to?
You are referring to a philanthropist, a movie actor, a public speaker, and a counselor, and a friend to many in and out of Africa.
A philanthropist, an actor.
An actor.
You mentioned quite a lot. Did you aspire to be all this when you were growing up as a child?
No, it's I subscribe to the image that I'm carrying now from the experience that emanated from the brutal civil war that my country experienced from March 1991 to January 2002. So over the years we travail and struggle, and we see the dissipation of the human dignity by cruel rebels, politicians, and even reputable international agency. So seeing all those facets of life, it motivated me to take up the mantle to serve humanity selflessly.
I see. The war, you mentioned it. Did you experience it yourself?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I grew up running away from one rebels, government forces, rebellion attack within Sierra Leone, from one displaced camp to another displaced camp, and it reaches a certain stage that we have to flee from Sierra Leone because the war was gruesome, it was devastated. I think it was one of the most brutal civil war that was ever unleashed in the continent of Africa, where 22,000 people were amputated, more than 1.5 million people went to refugee camp, and about 75,000 people lost their life. The infrastructure of the country was damaged. Political instability was rife between 1992 to 1995. We have 5 presidents. Coup d'etat was the order of the day. Anarchy and instability was the bedrock of my nation. That's how I flee the country to Liberia.
Wow, that's quite a story. And I'm sure you had family, like you had siblings, your parents. How was it?
Yeah, unfortunately for me, I was residing around the eastern part of the country while they were in Freetown and in the northern part of the country. So when the war took that terrible turn, they were in Freetown, then I just flee. In fact, I was arrested by the Rebels Revolutionary United Front. I was behind rebel line for 6 months before I crossed the border to Liberia. So my siblings, it was after the war when I was in Ghana, when the ceasefire, that's when I started seeing them. Some of them went to Guinea, different parts of the war, of the sub-region.
How long was this war?
The war started 1992. It ended 2002. It was 11 years.
2002.
2002, January 2nd.
2002. So that is about 10 years.
Yes, 11 years. Yes, yeah. Yes. And we want to thank Ghana, because the Ghanaians were very active at the ECOMOG, the Economic Community of West African Forces, who went to rescue the country. It was later elevated to the UNOMSIL, United Nations Mission in Sierra Leone. So we had the highest peacekeeping force there. And in the final analysis, the guns were silenced and sanity returned to the country. But by then, some of us have already been in the refugee camp in Ghana, in the refugee life for more than 20 years. And we found ourselves in Ghana at the Budubura refugee camp.
20 years of being a refugee.
Yeah.
20 years plus.
20 years plus. 24 years of being a refugee.
That is over 2 decades.
More over 2 decades. So if you divorce my refugee life to my normal life, all my life, my youthful life, I've been a refugee, fleeing from one refugee camp to another.
Yes. How young were you when this war was happening?
When the war happened, by then I just wrote my O-level. I just ended high school, I think about 20, in my early 20s.
Yeah, early 20s.
Yes, when the war started. The war was imported from Liberia, and it crossed the border to Sierra Leone. It was devastated. It took a political twist, a religious twist, and a regional twist. So that's what makes it bad. That's what they were talking about, the short hand and long sleeve. When rebel attack you, when they will ask you, where do you want us to amputate? Is it your limbs or your arm? So you will determine what they should do to you. If you want them to cut your arm here, you will say short sleeve, long sleeve. That's what we went through for 20-something years.
You were arrested?
I was arrested by the Revolution United Front rebels when the Nigeria ECOMOG toppled them and they lost the last barrack. The former RUF Commander General Sam Bokari arrested all able-bodied young men for recruitment, so that they will fight the ECOMOG and the government. So we were behind rebel line, but fortunately for me, I was not recruited. I was placed at the checkpoints of the rebels to sign pass for them. I was the one that was signing pass. A secretary. Yes. Before it was those 6 months that I saw that I'm not praying to God for any country to embrace war. You see, I saw Sierra Leonean eating their brothers. Human hearts have been cooked. You see, people are burnt. They put people inside tire and they got them burnt alive. It was devastating. They will put people in the house, close the door, and burn them alive. And I experienced something that's still giving me some post-traumatic disorder when they buried 7 pregnant women alive, because a fetish priest told them that's what they need to defend the town, that nobody will capture the town from them. That is where they call Burkina, the headquarters of the Revolutionary United Front rebels. So we saw all those things.
And how did that turn out after burying pregnant women?
They never lost their headquarters until the war came to a total end. They never. It worked. People have been prepared with charms to face bullets. We saw them going to the battlefront and return, say they never died. So the civil war is mixed. It's a combination of many things. It's a combination of many things. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. This is quite a lot to take in. We will put a break on this and then we will get back. Thank you very much. We will revert.
It's a profound pleasure.
So talking about the victims that you have helped, let me say the people that you have helped, and you did mention that you do have one of them here.
Yes.
Who happens to be the name again?
Yeah, her name is Veronica Cooper. She's a Liberian by nationality.
Okay.
She was traveling from Liberia to come and visit somebody in Ghana when she got involved in that gory accident. So when I went there, I went to the hospital to check for Sierra Leoneans when they told me. So when I reached there, I met her crying in pain. And the nurses were not attending to her, and she was crying. Then I asked her, I said, who are your parents? Who are your people? He said, I came to see a guy. He said, but trust me, things are tough and I'm in pain. I said, do you want us to take over your bill? She said, no problem. I said, but my donors, they insist that I take pictures, I take videos and send to them. She said, I have no problem with that. So I spoke with Veronica Cooper. She was having a pending surgery. Then I handled her for 11 months. She has been discharged. She's in Ghana, and she's going for review every 3 weeks. So she's fine. She's doing very, very, very okay. And I'm very, very, very happy that on the 30th of June last year, on the 30th of June, my visit to that hospital was able to redeem the life of those 2 girls. To God be the glory. And one of the things the pain that I suffer, the affliction, the trauma was when the donors were very slow on sending money. So there was a guy in the hospital that they call Raphael, who said, I think what makes the donors fatigue, they thought they were only paying for the surgery, not to feed them. It's not easy to feed people at the hospital. You have to feed them every week. Then the guy now sent me to Vodafone and MTN. You can't believe it. I went to Vodafone. I was drilled to MTN. I was drilled for 2 weeks. Then they say they have stopped doing it. Then Vodafone assigned an officer to me. And they told me that people scam. We want to see the pictures. We want to see the receipts. Then I brought $5,000 equivalent to see this receipt to them. I brought the corresponding emails from America to them. They agreed, then they sent me to Trauma, that Trauma should reduce the amount for me to be able to help them. After almost 4 months, Vodafone wrote me and told me that they did not make the required profits. They cannot make it. I was compelled to sell my freezer and my juice machine that I wanted to open a mini supermarket in the camp. I have sold it. I'm not even able to buy it now, because when I was buying it, it was about, when I bought it, 5,400 cedis. Now it is almost 8,000. The juice machine, I bought it at Mokola, 4,500. So when the company did, then somebody directed me to Viva Gas. He said, Viva Gas as a foundation, these are the things that they like to assist, because your case is genuine. The videos are there. When I took it to them, they said they want me to go to the hospital, for the hospital to write them an official letter. And they went to the hospital wrote them. All of them failed me. Then somebody said, I want you to give you 5 major churches in Ghana, mega churches. I went to 5 mega churches in Ghana. The only thing those churches told me is that they have a new system that they only cater to people who pay tithes to the church. I was like, major churches, 2 are in Buduburam. I don't have the permission to mention them. Yeah. They dissipated my trust in people who will brag, and because Jesus Christ said, whatsoever you do for the least of my brethren. He didn't say somebody that pay tithes to you. These girls will have, especially when you come to Veronica's surgery, because the surgery was about 12,000 Ghana cedis. So I have to go and sell my properties for that. Up to now, I'm not able to replace them. So I'm only saying this for people to know that whenever you encountered a problem at a certain time, God sent somebody to you at that given time. Because I have seen people died just because people cannot pay their medical bill. A nurse at that hospital called Petrina, she said, I have been a nurse for 20 years. I have never seen anybody do what you have done in the hospital for 11 months. So I was grossly disappointed by the 2 accident victims. But I take it as experience in life. As you encounter the evolution of life, you always create room for disappointment. But trust me, I have never regretted to be part of all this success story in people's life. And I was telling somebody that I have 2 daughters. I said, do you know that I have never requested to nobody for my donors to pay my daughter's school fees? Because the burden that they are going through, the people that I meet, and like for instance, there is something that I am grieving. I've been crying why this will happen to my people at the Buruburan camp. When they demolish the Liberian refugee camp, the Liberian government came to the rescue of the Liberian. The Sierra Leonean government, I went to the Sierra Leone government. I have to be buying bag of rice to donate to the guys who are victims. My government told us that the government does not have money to get the people out. As I'm telling you now, they are languishing in schools in the Buruburan refugee camp. So anybody that come to your rescue in a certain time, please, I'm talking to anybody that will have been a victim, please show gratitude to that person. Because had it not been for God first, for that person to come to your life, to your rescue, by now you will have died. I always go to the grave of Medina. When I look at Medina's grave, I look at her grave, I said, where you are lying down today, those who had accident with you, we stood for them. Today they are alive. Even though they did not show that gratitude to us, but we are very grateful that we play part in their lives for them to be where they are today.
That's right. You did mention 2 daughters.
Yeah, I have 2 beautiful girls.
Your biological daughters.
Biological.
So you came with them? Or
No, I came with the one. Yeah.
you were able to cross with one.
With one.
And so she witnessed her mom.
Yes. She was very small by then.
Okay, she was very small by then. And
Yes.
then the second one?
The second one was an accidental encounter.
Accidental encounter. What do you
Yes.
mean by that?
I had out of wedlock an unprepared pregnancy.
Yes, man shall not live by bread alone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how come they are.
Yeah.
So they are also with you here in
No,
Ghana, or they've
no.
gone back to Sierra Leone?
No, they are in Liberia.
In Liberia now.
Yeah. The one is called Naomi and the one is called Ruth. Yeah, and fortunately for them, even though their father is not a handsome man, but they are very beautiful ladies.
Their dad is a handsome man.
Yeah.
Their dad is handsome man.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to have Dakomi, right? What's the name you mentioned?
Emmanuel Dankandi.
No, I mean the person you came in with.
De Conti.
The Conti.
Yeah.
But I hear she can't be on the screen. So what I will do is I'll take some audios from her, do some questions with her if you don't mind, if she can, and then we will see how that also go. But then I'll ask. You have mentioned how you fund your projects. So that is to say the financial challenges are being sorted out for or looked out. How about physical challenges? Do you have any challenges doing this or spiritual challenges?
Yeah, I have both physical, but I think the spiritual one are more. Yeah, because the spiritual ones and the psychological ones are also even more intense. It brings you to unexplainable propaganda. You've been accused of doing one thing. You even surprised. Some things you hear, you say, am I really the one they are talking about? It has At times it brings challenges, and at times you hear some scandalous allegations against your name, impugning against your integrity. So the challenges are very, very enormous. And the physical one are where people think that somebody sent 10, 15,000 to pay people fees, and they said they believe that you are rich. My house have been attacked recently. My friend will have to send me a CC camera for protection. People will come to attack me at the house thinking that they just hacked my WhatsApp, my Facebook, all of me hacked, and those who are hacking it are sending messages to my donors that they want money. So first of all, I was telling them, I say one of the things that really make you guys had a very bad business is that none of my donors knows that I ever asked them for money. So when they started hacking them and sending a message, they know that it was not me. So the challenges are psychological, they are physical, they are
now even technical.
Not now in technical.
Yes.
Yeah, and the ones that are very, very, very painful is the one that where people engage in smearing campaign and sending. At times you wonder, hey, sending very, very devilish propaganda and lies and fabrication, concocted stories against your name. But I'm immune to that. I'm very, very immune. It makes me strong.
Of course.
Yeah.
To be strong.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are still on you, but I would like us to go on a break so that we can bring in the content.
I will go on a break and invite Her Royal Majesty,
Yes.
Madame De Conti. Yes. She has been a success story for my life. She has been a success story for my life because we invested in people who are not disabled. We registered them for nursing courses. We registered them for computer courses. They took the first payment. They stopped going to the school. I was embarrassed by donors. You went online. You lobby for somebody that this person really need the phone. They pay for the university fees first semester. Before second semester, you no longer see them. But this girl called De Conti started and ended, and we won't rest until we cross the sky, because people say the sky is the limit, but for De Conti, we want to go beyond the sky.
You will definitely go beyond the sky
Yeah.
after this break.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
You are looking beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. I hope you are doing well.
Yes, please.
What is your name, if I may ask?
The quantity here.
The Contitia.
Yes, please.
The Contitia is from Liberia.
Yes, please.
For how long have you been here in Ghana?
Since childhood.
Since childhood.
Yes, please.
So like 3 years ago,
No, please.
16 years ago.
I cannot measure, please.
Oh, come
I
on.
cannot measure. I came here like 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, we have something we say. We know the norm, and we know what is not the norm as well. Like we heard your friend and your leader speak about you in a very nice way, and we also got to know that you are in a situation of which he is helping you to survive or live, I should say.
That's correct.
Yes. So I would ask you. Your condition is not normal, right?
From birth.
From birth.
Yes, please.
From birth.
Yes, please.
So when you were growing up and you got to see people are not like you, how was it?
I've never been bothered.
You've never been bothered.
Never.
Never been bothered, not at all.
Not at all.
Not even for once did you feel like.
Yes.
So you are strong.
Very, very much.
Very strong.
Yes.
Well, we say hey to that, and it is very good to be strong. So what do you do?
Now,
Yes, now.
I'm a caterer by birth, fashion designer by certificate.
You are
A caterer by birth.
a caterer by birth.
Yes, please.
What does that mean?
Cook a lot, but I didn't learn it.
Oh, okay. So there's your talent. You
Yes,
cook.
please.
Okay, so
Now I went to a fashion school.
and you went to a fashion school.
Now I'm a fashion designer.
You're a fashion designer.
All thanks to Mr. Gabriel and his team.
Mr. Gabriel and his team has
Yes.
done a lot for you.
Yes, please.
Oh, that is good. I would want you to speak a little louder for me so that
Okay.
we can communicate well. So, you said you are a designer. Do you have a shop now?
Not ready.
Not ready.
Yes, please.
So, how do you survive?
Cooking. I cook a lot. They'll order and I cook and I get some coins. When I know it's not coming, I just step in. He knows.
Oh,
Call his phone 200 times a day.
yes.
You have to pick and say something.
Okay. And you stay alone?
Yes, please.
You stay alone.
Yes.
You don't have any limitation with staying alone?
No, only freshen of water, and I think we have settled it now. Like I say, it's water flow in and out.
In the house?
But that is the only problem.
That's the
I
only
cook,
problem.
I wash, I clean up. If you enter my house, you'll not believe.
I will not
I
believe
stay
indeed.
alone.
I mean, you even saying you have no worries about being, in quotes, what you are or who you are is quite, well, Mr. Jallo spoke a lot about you, and I wanted to hear from you. You have also witnessed people that he has been helping, right?
Yes,
I
please.
mean, including yourself, like you said, he has helped you
Yes,
and other people as well.
sure.
When you see these people that he is helping, how do you feel about it?
I feel excited. It's a good thing to help people. Me myself, I'm not in a position, but I do extend help to people that I know in need of me.
You would have liked also to do this service.
Yes, please.
Is it only here that you have come, or you go out with him when he is going on a ritual to help to assist someone?
He always invites me, but something will come in the way for me to not go. But I promise to be going with him sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes,
Well,
please.
well, we can only wish you the best and hope that things get better, of course, spiritually and also emotionally. You build your strength and be strong. And I don't know what to say, but I'm thinking. I mean, you are a lady, so sometimes you feel like having a man. How is that?
It's not too important.
It's not important.
Yes, please.
Do you like children? Do you love children?
Oh, very much.
Do you wish to have?
Someday I will.
Someday you will.
Yes.
But it's not important for you to have a man.
No, me having man is not important because the society. Don't get me wrong. A beautiful lady, she's not a disabled. She don't have any problem, but she's being abused by a man. Then let's talk about me. So I will not even give you that attention. Me having men today or tomorrow, then he has tried 80 or 95% to win me over. You can't just get me.
On a silver platter,
Yes.
like easily.
It's not easy getting me to date myself. It's not easy.
Should we say you have raised your fence so high when it comes to that?
Very much.
Very much. And you think it's good?
I think it's helping me though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is good to hear, and I would in this chapter I would just, have you experienced anything that you think is very worse?
Ooh. Sure. Maybe when I'm broke or few mistakes I've made dating people. I think that is all. When I'm broke and the few mistakes that I made trying to date because I give my all, want to see it work. But at the end of the day,
If you are to give advice to anyone who is in your condition, who is, I don't want to say disabled,
oh,
but
you can
who
go
is in your
ahead.
condition,
You can go ahead. That's a fact.
who is in your condition,
Yes, please.
what would you say?
I don't know if they'll get the courage like me, but I will say that just try to be you. Being you, that is the best. that can ever happen to you. You have to be you. You see, God, He don't make mistakes. Never. Me being disabled, I got a lot of qualities that a lady standing somewhere that is not disabled does not even have.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm not making my own money, but He's a living witness. I try to extend helps to people that needed to cook. There should be foods. Make sure people are okay in my weak ways. Not everybody is privileged to do that. So, I pray every day they will have my own courage.
Do you hear from your parents?
But they are late.
They are late.
Yes, please.
How long have they been late?
Very long time. I can calculate that is 2015. No.
That should be about 9 years, 20.
Yeah. Then mom is 2016, 2017, something.
So how was your relation with them when
Oh, my mom, she's an amazing woman.
she's a what?
An amazing woman.
An amazing woman.
Yes, please.
Did they ever feel like, oh God, how come my daughter is like this?
Never.
Never.
The only person is my dad because he was busy, so I didn't get that love from him. But my mom, she would do anything. My mom, she told me when I was young that they tried making her abandon me. And I think that's why I got the courage when she said, never. She can never train me for anything. I love her so much, but it's just sad that she didn't watch me grow to her expectations. She wished a lot for me to, but you can't ask her why. She never regrets, serious. She was proud, wished me well, everything. I even brought luck to them because after my birth, every property in back home, my name is on it. But you can't count on them because extended relative have taken over all those things. But I'm a very lucky person.
Thank God for being a lucky person. And I think it is out of luck that you got to meet Mr. Gabriel,
Yes.
Gallo, who is doing an amazing work by helping people. He has a foundation, right?
Yes, please.
And you are a beneficiary of this foundation. So what do you think about this foundation?
This foundation is it's an amazing foundation, and I always pray that he should live longer than this. May God answer his secret prayer. I always pray for him that he should not even get sick. Nothing should happen to him. That's my prayer for him.
That is our prayer for you and for him as well.
Thank you, sir.
We pray and hope that things get better, even better, and so that there will still be happiness the next time we meet again. I'm going to say thank you very much for being on my set.
Thank you.
And I will again mention my name as the finest Timmy, and you mention yours as
The Contitia.
the Contitia. Thank you very much.
I have a nickname to the dawn of all female.
The dawn of all females. The
You wouldn't-
Contitia.
Yes,
The
you
dawn
wouldn't get
of
any
all.
female like this.
Not at all. You
Yes.
Your confidence and your strength in speaking says a lot about you, and I am glad that you have this boldness and strength to be on my set.
Thank you, sir.
We will do the needful so that we don't get the unneedful. So thank you very much for being on
Thank
my
you,
set.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay.